There's something undeniably captivating about fast wagons. The very concept of taking a practical, utilitarian family station wagon and transforming it into a tire-shredding powerhouse is both unconventional and deeply respectable. It's no wonder enthusiasts worldwide have a soft spot for these beasts. While the Germans dominate the high-performance wagon scene today, American automakers have a storied history of building some of the most outrageous V8-powered muscle wagons ever conceived. Back in the golden age of muscle cars, when gas was cheap and horsepower was abundant, American manufacturers dared to create wagons that could haul more than just groceries. Despite their practicality, many of these wagons were produced in extremely limited numbers, and over the decades, their numbers have dwindled even further. Today, they're revered as rare relics of an era when family cars didn't have to sacrifice performance. From Chevrolet to Plymouth, here are 5 of the wildest American factory-built wagons ever made. 5. 1973 Chevy SS 454 Wagon. Kicking off the list at number 5 is the 1973 Chevy SS 454 Wagon. By 1973, the Chevelle underwent a dramatic redesign, featuring the infamous big bumper era styling. While this new look divided opinions, the Chevelle continued to sell in massive numbers, with over 1 million cars produced across various trims that year, including the Laguna and the SS. The SS badge could even be found on the station wagon variant, making it a true muscle wagon. While most buyers opted for the more affordable small block 350 V8, producing between 145 and 175 horsepower depending on the setup, a lucky few ordered their wagons with the monstrous 454 cubic inch turbojet big block V8. This engine churned out 245 horsepower and a whopping 400 pound-feet of torque, which was still impressive for the early 1970s, considering rising emissions regulations. Buyers could pair the 454 with either a 3-speed automatic or an exceptionally rare 4-speed manual transmission. While this might not seem remarkable compared to earlier muscle cars, the 1973 Chevy SS 454 wagon boasted a better handling chassis than its predecessors, making it a surprisingly capable performer for its size. Throw in the optional rear-facing jump seat, and you had the ultimate family hauler, one that could still leave twin black stripes on the pavement. Unfortunately, these wagons were incredibly rare even when new. It's estimated that only about 70 Chevy SS wagons were built with the 454 in 1973, and an even smaller number were equipped with the 4-speed manual. Today, these cars are practically unicorns, cherished by collectors and enthusiasts who appreciate their unique blend of muscle and practicality. 4. 1957 Fuel-Injected Nomad. Coming in at number 4 is the 1957 fuel-injected Chevy Nomad. Known for its iconic styling and 2-door shooting brake design, the Nomad is often considered one of the most beautiful wagons ever made. Its sleek Tri-5 bodywork remains timeless, perfectly blending elegance with performance. But the 1957 model wasn't just about good looks. It introduced cutting-edge performance technology that set it apart from the rest of the pack. Nicknamed the Fuelie, this Nomad was available with Chevrolet's innovative Rochester Ramjet fuel-injected 283 cubic inch V8 engine. This high-performance option was a game-changer, producing 283 horsepower, which was an incredible achievement at the time. 1 horsepower per cubic inch of displacement. It made the Nomad one of the most powerful wagons of its era, capable of competing with some of the best sports cars of the day. While the fuel-injected Nomad wasn't specifically marketed as a muscle car, it proved that a station wagon could deliver jaw-dropping performance. With its mix of revolutionary technology and timeless design, the 1957 fuel-injected Nomad remains a highly sought-after collector's item today. Whether cruising down the boulevard or dominating at the drag strip, this wagon exemplified the perfect marriage of style and substance. The allure of fast wagons has always been in their surprising nature. Vehicles that look like everyday family haulers, but pack serious performance under the hood. 3. 1966 to 1969 Ford Country Squire Wagon 428/429. Next on the list, at number 3, is the Ford Country Squire Wagon. specifically the versions equipped with either the 428 cubic inch V8 from 1966 to 1968 or the later 429 cubic inch V8 1969. These wagons were Ford's response to Chevrolet's performance-oriented wagons and offered serious muscle wrapped in the package of a traditional family car. From 1966 to 1968, buyers could option the country Squire with a 428 cubic inch big block V8, producing a hefty 345 horsepower. By 1969, Ford transitioned to the 429 cubic inch V8 across much of its lineup. While the 429 in the country Squire wasn't the legendary Cobra Jet or Super Cobra Jet, it still made up to 360 horsepower in its 4-barrel configuration and delivered impressive torque to pull the massive wagon around with ease. One of the country Squire's standout features was its optional wood paneling, a design cue that made these cars iconic. Combining big block power with a classic woody wagon aesthetic created a vehicle that was both powerful and stylish. Inside, the wagon boasted seating for up to 8 passengers. Its unique rear-facing and fold-down third-row seats made it a practical family hauler. However, for enthusiasts, the country Squire's appeal lay in its big block engine and surprising performance. Though factory 4-speed manual options were rare, one 428 4-speed country Squire wagon is rumored to have been built, making it a true unicorn among muscle wagons. Today, while these wagons aren't as rare or as specialized as some other entries on this list, they remain a fantastic and relatively affordable way to own a piece of big block American muscle history, especially if you want something that can haul the whole family in style. 2. 1970 Buick Estate Wagon 455. Sliding into the second spot is the 1970 Buick Estate Wagon, a one-year-only powerhouse that left a lasting impression in the world of muscle wagons. Built on GM's B-body platform, this wagon was closely related to models like the Chevrolet Impala. However, for 1970, Buick gave it a truly fearsome heart, the 455 cubic inch V8. This massive engine produced a staggering 370 horsepower and nearly 500 pound-feet of torque, making the estate wagon one of the most powerful wagons of its time. And unlike some other wagons, which offered smaller engine options, the 455 was the only engine available for this model, cementing its reputation as a performance-first family car. The 1970 Buick Estate Wagon had a clean, understated design that disguised its monstrous capabilities. This sleeper quality is what made it so special. Nobody expected a car of this size and appearance to be able to hold its own on the street. Unfortunately, the 1970 model year was the only time the estate wagon was built on the B-body platform. Starting in 1971, Buick moved the estate wagon to the larger C-body platform, shared with Cadillacs and other large GM vehicles. While this made the wagon roomier, it also meant it lost some of the handling dynamics and agility of the B-body version, as well as its exclusive performance focus. The 1970 Buick Estate Wagon remains a favorite among collectors and enthusiasts for its rarity, power, and unique place in muscle car history. It's a true example of a factory-built muscle wagon that blended style, practicality, and performance into one unforgettable package. Stay tuned for the final entry in our list of insane American factory-built wagons, where we'll reveal the ultimate performance wagon that redefined the boundaries of practicality and power. 1. 1964 to 1972. Dodge Coronet and Plymouth Belvedere, 383 4-speed wagons. Topping our list at number 1 is a combination of Dodge Coronet and Plymouth Belvedere wagons, equipped with the mighty 383 cubic inch V8 and a rare 4-speed transmission factory, installed 4-speed manual transmission. These Mopar wagons weren't just family-friendly cruisers, they were legitimate muscle cars hiding in plain sight. Between 1964 and 1972, Dodge and Plymouth offered their B-body wagons with a variety of powertrain options, but only a select handful came factory-equipped with the 383 4-speed combo. Official production numbers are elusive, but estimates suggest that fewer than 100 of these high-performance wagons were ever built across both nameplates. That scarcity alone makes them some of the most coveted American wagons ever produced. The 383 V8 in these wagons delivered 300 horsepower and enough torque to incinerate the rear tires on command, even when loaded with kids, luggage, or groceries. Although Mopar enthusiasts might dream of a wagon with a 440 cubic inch V8 and a factory 4-speed, no such combination left the factory. This makes the 383 powered versions the pinnacle of factory-built Mopar wagon performance. One especially rare example, a 1971 Dodge Coronet Crestwood equipped with the 383 4-speed, surfaced online about 8 years ago. This remarkable find drew significant attention and was even featured in a write-up by barnfinds.com. Vehicles like this prove that muscle wagons are not just a piece of history. They're a testament to an era when performance wasn't confined to two-door coupes. If you have any additional details or stories about these elusive wagons, feel free to share them in the comments section below. And there you have it, 5 of the rarest and most incredible American muscle wagons ever built. From Chevrolet's fuel-injected Nomad to Buick's monstrous estate wagon 455, and from Ford's iconic country Squire to Dodge and Plymouth's 383 powered B-body wagons, these vehicles represent a unique and underappreciated segment of American automotive history. These wagons defied convention, blending practicality with the raw power of the muscle car era. Whether it was for hauling the family or laying down rubber at a stoplight, these wagons proved that you didn't have to sacrifice performance for utility. And while most of these vehicles are incredibly rare today, they remain cherished by enthusiasts who appreciate their unique combination of speed and versatility. Thank you all for tuning into this episode of Rare Cars Revival, where we uncover the stories behind the world's most intriguing vehicles. If you enjoyed this video, we'd greatly appreciate it if you could drop a like, share this with other car enthusiasts, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Smash that notification bell to stay up to date on all our upcoming videos. Until next time, stay passionate and keep exploring the fascinating world of rare cars. See you, enthusiasts.